There is a moment many adults never admit out loud. A moment when you are sitting alone, maybe in your car, engine off, hands resting on the steering wheel, staring at the house you grew up in. And for the first time in your life, you realize you cannot walk through that door anymore. Not because you do not love them. Not because you are angry. But because something inside you has finally broken in a way that cannot be ignored. Cutting off family is one of the most forbidden choices a person can make. Because we are taught that family is forever. That blood is thicker than water. That loyalty to family is a moral duty. Yet today, more than 1 in 4 adults are estranged from at least one family member. Not because they store to Julia Silver. Sor Yain Sedan would de Baal Miftering and mine the Hemiside. Estrangement almost never begins with one dramatic fight. It happens quietly, through years of small moments, dismissive comments, crossed boundaries, emotional minimization disguised as concern. On their own, these moments seem harmless, but together, they create chronic stress. Psychologists call this death by 1,000 cuts, because it is not the final moment that ends the relationship. It is the repetition. In many of these families, there is no emotional space, no room to think differently, no room to become your own person. This is called enmeshment, being loved so tightly that you cannot breathe. Your emotions become theirs, your choices feel like betrayal, and boundaries are seen as disrespect. Over time, the child learns a painful truth. I can be myself, or I can stay connected. But I cannot be both. Before anyone goes no contact, they almost always try to fix things. Careful conversations, long messages, apologies they should never have had to give. Psychologists call this the reconciliation cycle. Hope, temporary change, and then hurt again. Eventually, something clicks. There's no perfect tone, no gentle enough explanation, no version of the truth they are willing to hear. This is often reinforced by trauma bonding, when love and fear come from the same person, and the nervous system becomes attached not because it feels good, but because it feels familiar. When boundaries are finally set, toxic parents often respond with denial, attack, and guilt, saying you are too sensitive, after all I did for you. I have no idea why my child left. Psychologists call this the missing reasons. The parent was told exactly why, but their mind could not accept it. What keeps people trapped for years is fog, fear, obligation, and guilt. But fog is not love. It is control made invisible. When someone finally goes no contact, the aftermath is not relief. It is grief. Not the grief of death, but ambiguous loss. Mourning the parent you had and the one you never received. Yet something else happens too. The body exhales. Sleep deepens. The nervous system finally feels safe. This is where healing begins. Learning to give yourself what was missing. Boundaries without punishment. Love without fear. The truth is simple. People do not cut off their family to punish them. They do it because their spirit cannot survive inside a relationship that refuses to change. No contact is not the absence of love. It is the refusal to keep abandoning yourself. If you are on this path, know this. You are not cruel. You are not ungrateful. You are choosing safety over survival, and that is not betrayal. That is courage.